Did you know that a clay bar can make your car's paint feel as smooth as glass? Let's find out how this simple process can transform the paint on your vehicle. Most people don't even realise the industrial fallout and contaminants that stick to your car don't come off when you wash the vehicle, and the only way to get it off safely is with a clay bar. So I'm going to show you exactly how it works and the step-by-step process. The moment that you see and feel the finish of that clay bar when the job's complete is totally satisfying. So let's get on with it. So let's get this car decontaminated, ready for clay barring. Now, first and foremost, let's get rid of the bugs. So we're going to use a bug spray on the front of the car and anywhere there's any tar. Leave that and let it settle. Then we're going to move on to a traffic film remover, or if you don't have that, or you can simply use snow foam if you've got that to hand. Then give the whole car a really good rinse from top to bottom. And this is a good time to just mark down mentally any little imperfections on the car that you might want to deal with at a later date, because let's face it, when you clean a car properly, you get up close and personal. Next up, we're going to give the whole car a good wash down with a contact wash. Again, we're going to be using a snow foam for this. So I'm going to turn the notch up to 10 and give it as thick a coat as I can. Get that sprayed all over the car in an even fashion. You cannot beat a snow foam gun for cleaning a car. You really can't. So every nook and cranny, get it covered, and then just work your way around the car, panel by panel, cleaning every nook and cranny that you can. Be as thorough as you possibly can with this to get the car as clean as possible. I'm going to do the door shuts, etc., and under the engine bay as well, in the areas that are not going to be affected by water ingress. Simply give the car a really good rinse, and then we can move on to the claying. Now, if you run your fingers over the car at this stage, you'll notice that they actually grip your fingers. It actually pulls on your fingertips slightly when you rub it. And that's because there's still contaminants hiding. And that is where the clay bar comes in to get rid of all this stuff. Now, I'm using Meguiar's for this. There's plenty others out there. It's a good idea to actually keep your clay bar nice and warm. But if you haven't, like me, just give it a really good working until it warms up and make it into a flat piece that you can work with on the car. You want to keep it a good sort of 3 mil thick. Next up, give a really good spray of your detailing spray. This comes as a package with Meguiar's, and leave the car wet when you've washed it, because it's going to save you on the detailing spray. And you want to work in straight motions, backwards and forwards, slightly overlapping as you go. You can see a close up here. I'm using my hand flat on top, or I'm making a fist in this case, and keeping a firm push on the clay bar as you move down and overlap each stroke as you go. Now, you don't have to make a fist. You can have your hand flat on the car. It's whatever makes and feels good for you. And you know, you can go over it as well, up and down as well as across, and just make sure that you cover the whole car, and make sure that the clay bar is not sticking to the car in any way or form. If it is, you haven't got enough liquid on the car to clay it. So as you can see, I'm going to cover this whole panel. It's the bonnet. And you can see now some of the contaminants that are starting to show. There's the dirty side, and you just saw the clean side. Now, keep using that side until you've got a good amount of dirt and contaminants attached to the clay. Don't rush to turn it over, because rather than wasting one piece, you want to complete an area and then move on from that. Give it a rinse on that panel, and you can see here, that's the clean side, there's the dirty side after doing the whole bonnet, which is not too bad. But because you've made a start with this, carry on. It's not too dirty to carry on and do another panel, and the lower areas of the car, because what you don't want to do is get the dirtiest areas of the car on the cleanest part of the clay. So once you've done that, rinse it all off. Now you can begin to use the other side of the clay bar up the top on the roof of the car. This really makes the clay bar last as long as possible, because the top of the car is generally cleaner and less contaminants than down the bottom. So we're going to work all around the car again using that clay bar, and now we've done the top half, we can use that again to do the dirtier parts of the car. Now if your clay bar starts to look a bit filthy, then simply stretch it, fold it over and use a clean part of the clay bar. So I'm going to show you up now a close-up of how it's looking. It's looking pretty minging. You can see I've folded it over and I've used the most of the clay bar for what we need. Rinse off again. Keep plenty of water on the car when you're doing this. And now that we're getting to the stage where the clay bar's done most of the car, we've really only got the lower parts of the car and the wheel arches left to do. And they are the parts that you want to do last, because it really picks up a lot of dirt and contaminants here, and you certainly don't want to be using that at the beginning and going over your bonnet and your roof, because you're going to scratch it. So really good idea to do anything like this and the lower parts of the seals, etc., at the very end. You can really see that this clay bar's now had its day. It's done its job brilliantly, and that is ready for the bin. Finally, give the car a really good rinse off all over. Make sure you're getting any little bits left, and you will now be able to feel the difference. The car's still wet and it's starting to feel like glass, and we haven't even gone on and done any sort of coatings etc. on it, but it's set up ready to do so. And there's several that I'm going to be showing you over the next videos, including ceramic coatings, some really good 12 months wax coatings, and also orbital polishing and how to do that. Now I'd love to hear your own experiences with trying to clay bar your car and the results that you get from it, because if it looks anything like this and feels anything like this, then you're going to be over the moon with it. I cannot wait to get on to the next videos to show you exactly how it's going to look after we've ceramic coated it and done the wax coatings. If you've enjoyed it, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and do like and share, because it really helps the channel. I'll see you soon.